I don't know about you, but I'm amazed by the number of voices there are in the world today, the number of people who have a platform that we're supposed to listen to. They're coming from all angles and all positions, and they believe any number of things, and I don't want to get into anything in particular there, other than to say there are so many voices it can become quite difficult to know who or what to listen to. I've been preaching through the Gospel of John lately, and at the very beginning of it, we have this talk of John the Baptist. And at one point, he says, I am the voice of one crying out in the wilderness, make straight the way of the Lord. I'm just thinking about how he's off in the wilderness, he's off in the side, he's a marginal character, he's not that important, and yet he gains momentum, and people start to listen to him. Makes me think of other people who weren't that important in the world, like the little monk Martin Luther, who starts the Reformation. Or perhaps the black minister in the middle of nowhere named Martin Luther King Jr. There's all kinds of people who are out there speaking words of truth, important words, powerful words, things we need to hear. I don't want to identify them for you, because if I identified any of the ones that I think of that way, I do two things. One, I identify people as marginal, which is maybe demeaning and not that nice of me. And two, it elevates them, points them out to you, and thus takes away the notion here that they would be somebody particularly marginal to you that you kind of stumble upon or hear about and find out on your own. And so I just want to commit to you that I'm listening, I'm looking for voices like that, and I would trust and I pray that you would too. And if you haven't looked for a voice that's different from the ones you're used to, that you're most familiar with, if you haven't done that lately, now's a great time to do it, to think about why other people think differently than you, believe differently than you, view the world differently than you. Who are the voices crying out in the wilderness that you actually do need to listen to? I leave it to you. You might be surprised who you stumble upon. May God be with each of you as you go through your day.